Dossier Perfumes created an impression of the Jo Malone Wood, Sea Salt, and Sage perfume, and today I'm going to share with you my thoughts. Hello, my name is Ellison, and on this channel I do perfume reviews, and I am trying to help you find the next best fragrance to add to your collection. So, if that is something that you are interested in seeing more of, then I'd highly suggest you hit that subscribe button down below just to stay in the loop with my future uploads. So, today we are looking at the one, the only Woody Sage perfume from Dossier Perfumes. I've had my eye on this perfume, and I've had my eye on the Jo Malone brand for a really long time. A big fan of Lydia Millen, and she talks a lot about Jo Malone. Obviously, Jo Malone is based out of London, but they just have really beautiful, they have beautiful branding for one thing, but they have very interesting sounding fragrances, and one of those fragrances that I've personally been very interested in is the Wood Sage and Sea Salt. They call them colognes. I actually have a sample of the Wood Sage and Sea Salt perfume, and so I got to actually try this. I haven't tested this, but I got to smell it, and listen, this perfume smells exactly like that, okay? The Dossier perfume smells exactly like the Jo Malone fragrance. And I was like, sold, done, absolutely. That's incredible, it's incredible. And the beautiful part about this perfume is that there's only 6 fragrance notes in it. So the top notes we're talking Woody Sage. The top notes for this perfume is, oh gosh, that was bad. The top notes are fig tree and grapefruit. The middle notes are marine notes and ambrette, and then the base notes are clary sage and amberwood. Number one, whenever a brand says marine notes, I'm always just asking what is a marine note? Like, what does that even mean? Obviously, there's several in there. It says marine notes, so there's several smells packed into that category of marine notes. What is it? Like, I just really want to know what that is. So heads up, brands, I really want to know what a marine note is. But a very interesting collection of fragrance notes. Obviously we have our grapefruit, which I completely expected there to be some kind of citrus in this perfume because it's very citrusy, it's very fresh, it has just a little bit of that, like the zippiness of a citrus perfume. But then you have a lot woody fragrance notes like fig tree, amberwood, clary sage. So obviously it is Woody Sage, but clary sage I feel like has like the green woodiness that you're looking for. And then the marine notes, I completely expected that when you smell this perfume, because it does have a little bit of an aquatic feel about it, to where it feels like there is something watery in this perfume. When you think aquatic, a lot of times I think of like Dolce & Gabbana. They have a lot of aquatic fragrances in their collection of perfumes. They're really into the beachy aquatic vibe, and so they have a lot of marine notes in their fragrances. And so this, when I smelled it, I definitely thought, I feel like there's something aquatic in there, right? So as far as the smell itself, you've never smelled this. Unless you've smelled the Jo Malone perfume, then you've definitely smelled this. But if you haven't, because when I try to describe it, it's like really difficult for me to describe because it's very unique. What I would have to say is that it almost gives me this feeling of lemonade with like herbs in it. Like it has this very earthy, herby feel to it, and I think the grapefruit is why I'm thinking lemonade. But it also just has that hint of like sour, zippy citrus vibe to it. And so while yes, it has all of this like woodiness in there, it has the green, the woody, the herbal feeling, the clary sage is an herb, and so you have all of those in there, but then you have the grapefruit, which really gives it that zip, that twist in the perfume, really makes it fresh, makes it stand out, makes it just liven up a little bit. So it's not just an herbal perfume. You don't just smell like herbs and spices, but that it's very fresh, it's very zippy, it's very alive. When I spray this perfume, I instantly feel like I've drank 5 cups of coffee because it's just so alive. As far as sea salt, I feel like sea salt is just sort of like, it sort of feels that way. It sort of feels like, oh yeah, it's super fresh sea salt. But I wouldn't say that it has a salty smell. If that's what you're worried about, it does not have a salty smell. I would definitely say the Wood Sage is definitely what it leans into. Yeah, Yeah, a very simple smell, which I think is something that I really like about this perfume, is that the smell, I mean, it's very simple, it's very minimalistic, but it does have very unique fragrance notes in it. I mean, besides the, let's see, yeah, half of them, typically, I don't really see them, like Fig Tree, Ambrette, Clary Sage. I don't really see that very often. Amberwood is semi-unique. Marine notes, we've already talked about that. And grapefruit, that's pretty typical. That's a pretty standard fragrance note in general. So as far as wear time goes for this perfume, I could smell it on myself all day long. I will have to say, so I wore this last Saturday. So I sprayed it on in the morning and then I wore it all day, and then I was going somewhere that night and I just sort of gave my shirt one more spray because I knew I was going to be gone really late into the evening. And so, yes, but it lasted all day in terms of like daytime wear, as far as, if you're thinking of wearing this to your 8 to 5, 9 to 5 job and you're worried that it's going to last, this is going to last that. This is going to last that long, no problem, easy. It has an 18% concentration, so mid-range concentration as far as how potent it is, as far as like the ratio of perfume to alcohol or oil to alcohol in the perfume. So it has a pretty high concentration, like that mid-range high concentration in terms of eau de parfum. But yeah, I would have to say that if you're worried, because I was personally worried about it a little bit, just because I know me, I know what really works on my skin, and fresh doesn't always work. Fresh doesn't always last on my skin. But I also think that in the past, typically when you're thinking fresh, I am reaching for a body spray. I am reaching for something that is, it's super low concentration anyways. It's already not going to last. But with this, what ended up happening was that it's fresh, it lasted all day, but it had that lightness. It had the lightness that you're looking for, especially when you're looking for a summer fragrance. If you're looking for something, like if you're in warm weather right now, or if you're going to warm weather, or if you're just preparing your summer perfume tray right now, this is an instant addition. It sort of made me think of, if you remember the Bath & Body Works white citrus perfume, that's sort of what this reminds me of, is just that really citrusy, fresh, light fragrance, super light on the skin, super light to smell, not overwhelming, but obvious, right? It's very obvious. And so, yes, this perfume, it is perfect for warm weather, perfect for warm weather. And that's definitely where I would wear this to, warm weather. I will not wear this in winter. I will not wear this in fall. This is warm weather perfume, 100%. And I could definitely see myself wearing this to an everyday sort of situation, right? A professional situation, or, running errands kind of day. Or if you had like a special event, or if you had a summer party, like a birthday party or a bridal shower, or, right? Like something where it's special, it's set apart, but it's not super fancy. But even at that, like if you only wanted one perfume and you wanted something that was super flexible and you wanted something that was very fresh for the summer, then this perfume, I feel like it can very easily slip into that, special occasion summer fragrance. Because I feel like, especially for summer, coconut and, just those like the very coconutty, beachy, suntan oil fragrances are very popular during summer. But personally, when I smell those, I don't necessarily think, oh, you're right, like you're really dressing up or you're putting effort in and you're trying, right? Like for me, when I smell those, I think it's a casual summer day, right? I love the smell, but it's a casual summer day. Sol de Janeiro, I think casual summer day, a day on the beach. With this perfume, I'm really getting that vibe of it's summer, but I'm like getting ready. I'm doing something nice. I'm putting myself together, right? It's not a casual day. I'm doing something. And so, yes, I feel like this could very easily slip into if you had a special event during summer and you only wanted one fragrance. I think it's very versatile and very easy to put in that slot if you're struggling with that. Because personally, I do struggle with that during summer, where it's like, what do I wear? Because nothing seems right, especially with my collection, because, I don't really wear super fresh, super light perfumes typically. I tend to go for the heavier perfumes, but this perfume is perfect for the summer feeling. So those are my thoughts on the Dossier Perfumes Woody Sage perfume. Let me pull it up here. So this perfume, it retails for $29 on the Dossier website, and they do have the 100 milliliter bottle as well. Oh, and they have the extreme version. Oh, that'd be awesome. So they have the 50 milliliter bottle in the extreme. So extreme is 25% concentration. So that means that it's like, it's extreme. It's even more powerful. It's more potent. It's more than an eau de parfum. It's a parfum, right? It's heavy concentration. So they even have that option. I didn't even know that. So that one, it does have more fragrance notes in it. But yeah, this version, it retails for $29 on the Dossier website, and that is compared to Jo Malone's perfume, which retails for $110. And like I said, they are exact dupes, and like really, they smell the exact same. I don't like dupe culture, but they smell the exact same. So yeah, if you are trying to figure out if the Jo Malone perfume is right for you, then definitely give this one a try. Give the Woody Sage perfume from Dossier a try first, because they smell the exact same, and this is a perfect way to really test out if the Jo Malone perfume is right for you. If you are interested in getting your hands on the Dossier Perfumes Woody Sage fragrance, I will link that down below for you. And again, I really do recommend investing in that, especially for the summer, because it is perfect. It is the perfect perfume. And if you are interested in seeing another perfume that honestly I will be wearing constantly during the summer, then I would highly recommend you watch this video right here. This is my review of the Dossier Perfumes Zest for Life perfume, which is a Dossier original, and I love this perfume, and it smells like summer, and I mean, it is the definition of summer perfume. So if you are interested in finding a summer perfume for yourself, then I'd really recommend you watch that one. That is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you oh so very much, and until we meet again, so long.